Hi everyone, it's Elise and welcome to my channel, Elise Between the Ears, and welcome to day 8 of Vlogmas. So, sorry this is getting out so late today. There were some issues that I had to deal with, and so I'm getting this out as quickly as I can, so I will have a video out on day 8 of Vlogmas. Anyway, on to what I was going to share today. I had other things planned, which I'm hoping to come out tomorrow, but so I thought of something else I could do. And I just wanted to share just a little quick video of my five favorite Disney Christmas videos. So let's get going. Okay, so number 5, I was looking at all the different Christmas videos and I couldn't remember them all because some I've seen like recently, some I've seen like years and years ago, but I really enjoyed it. So I was looking through all the different Christmas videos and I came across one that I think I only saw once or twice. It's not like really available. So I just happened to see it on, that you can watch it on Disney Plus. So I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that movie. That was really fun. And that is I'll Be Home for Christmas, starring Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And it came out in 1998, kind of at the height of Home Improvement and when he was doing a lot of things. So what that story entails is it's Jonathan Taylor Thomas plays, I believe his name's Jake, and he's off to college, and his mom and dad are divorced, and his dad wants him to come home for Christmas, and he doesn't really want to. His dad's been remarried, and he's like, no, I'm just going to stay here in college, and he promises if he comes home for Christmas that he will get a car, and I think it's a Porsche, but I have to reread it. But anyway, and so that really gives him the incentive of coming home, and so he could spend Christmas with his new wife, and I believe he has a stepsister or a half-sister or something like that. So anyway, just before, the day before he's gonna leave, his school rival there and a bunch of football jocks who he kind of gives a hard time, and I can't remember what makes them do this. So they take him out into the desert, because where is he living? Oh, I can't remember. Boy, I guess I should have rewatched this before I started talking about it. But anyway, they take him out to an abandoned place, leave him there, all kind of tied up, and then, but he's in a Santa suit, and I believe if I can remember correctly, they actually glue the Santa hat to his head, so he can't take it off. So they leave him out there, and he has no ID, no money, nothing, and he has to make his way back home and actually to his dad's place. Meanwhile, his rival who threw him out there offers his girlfriend, Jonathan Taylor Thomas's character's girlfriend, to take her home for Christmas. And since she doesn't know where Jake, Jonathan Taylor Thomas's character, is, she goes ahead and goes home with this rival. So throughout this whole story, Jake is trying to get home, and he's like hitchhiking, he's doing this, that, and the other thing, and he meets a bunch of different people and a bunch of different stories that he gets to learn from these people that he is meeting. And he learns a good life lesson on the way home. So by the time he gets home, he's grown up a lot, and he appreciates his family and Christmas and all that, and it just has a real good happy ending. Sorry, spoiler alert, it's a Christmas movie. Most Christmas movies have a happy ending, Anyway, but it's a cute little film. It's got some really funny scenes, and I believe it wasn't really big at the box office, and so that's why you don't really see it around that much. But it was a real cute, fun movie. Okay, so the next one on my list is Disney's Christmas Carol, which starred Jim Carrey. And this is actually kind of more on the animated side. I know they have like Mickey's Christmas Carol, they had the Muppets Christmas Carol. Well, this one was very innovative. They used basically CG to create the characters. And I don't know if any of you came across this, but the year before it came out, they had a Christmas train that went from town to town, and you could go in and you can go through this train, and they had all this things from the movie, showed how they made the movie. It was really interesting. I'm not going to show it on this video, but I think I'm going to do another video specifically on that because I got some pretty good pictures of the train, and it was just a fun day that we got to do. And then they gave you, at the end of the tour of this train, you got to go in and see a preview of the movie, and it was just really cool. It's 3D. The movie's 3D, and it's just a pretty innovative remake of a classic of Christmas Carol. Okay, so my number 3 is Noel, and that is a brand new Christmas movie done by Disney, and it is out on Disney Plus right now, and it stars Amy Kendrick and Shirley MacLaine, and it is a real cute movie. At first when I started watching it, I thought it was kind of cheesy, and you know, face it, a lot of movies, Christmas movies are a little cheesy, but it just had just a real good, fun Christmas feel to it, and it's kind of the main theme of the movie is finding yourself and finding out who you are and what you're passionate about, and then following that passion and that dream. I'm not going to really go over it because I don't want to like spoil anything for you because it is brand new. But if you have Disney Plus, definitely watch it this year. It's really cute. It's a good family fun Christmas movie, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Okay, so my number 2 is the Santa Claus 2. So my number 1 is the Santa Claus. So let's go to the 1 and then to the 2, if that makes sense. Anyway, so my number 1 is Santa Claus, and I really like that one because it's just a real cute story starring Tim Allen, and it came out in 1994, and it just has such a good like feel to it. It was done so well with the humor and the storyline. It's about Tim Allen accidentally startles Santa Claus when he's trying to get into the house to drop off the Christmas presents. He falls off the roof and ends his career as Santa Claus. So Tim Allen puts on the suit and starts his career as Santa Claus. So, and his little boy witnesses it, and he, you know, believes in his dad being Santa Claus, and it just kind of goes through the transition of him turning into Santa Claus. And so it's just really cute with him and the relationship with his son. He's a divorced dad, and how him and his son kind of were starting to drift apart, but him being Santa Claus kind of helps him stay connected and together. So it's just, again, one of those really cute, sweet Christmas films. Okay, so my number 2, which is Santa Claus 2, I really like. I don't like it as well as the first one because originals are usually the better of the two anyway, but in number 2, they have a couple of scenes because they have like Santa Claus has to go home and kind of straighten his son out who from the first movie, and so he has to kind of leave somebody in charge, and him and the elves kind of make this fake Santa Claus, and those scenes are really cheesy. It's like they could have really done without those scenes, but the scenes other than those with Santa, Tim Allen's character Scott Calvin going back to his back to see his son and helping him through kind of a difficult time in his life as a preteen, and then he meets his teacher, and part of the Santa Claus in Santa Claus 2 is he has to get married and find a Mrs. Claus. And so he meets the principal of his son's school, and things happen, and there's just some really, really sweet scenes between them and him kind of finding a Mrs. Claus. So anyway, that one came out in 2002. And I mean, it's amazing the span of years between the first one and the second one. You know, the little boy's grown up quite a bit. And I guess he's more in his teens. I would thought he was in his preteens, but I guess he's more like an actual teenager when they come back in Santa Claus 2. So, but anyway, that's just, I mean, these are all just really fun, family-friendly videos to watch during this Christmas season. So that's it. That's my 5 favorite Disney Christmas movies. Let me go over them again. Number 5 was I'll Be Home for Christmas, starring Jonathan Taylor Thomas. 4 was A Christmas Carol, starring Jim Carrey. Number 3 was Noel, starring Anna Kendrick. Number 2 was Santa Claus 2, starring Tim Allen. And number 1 was the Santa Claus, the first one, starring Tim Allen. So anyway, there you have it. I hope you go out and watch these and have fun. And so until next time, I hope you have a great day, a great week, a happy holiday, and a Merry Christmas. Bye!